Now then, Marley, you're a cockapoo. That's a cross between the names of your mum, who was a cocker spaniel, and your dad, who was a poodle. You're a wonderful dog. You're irrepressibly cheerful and enthusiastic, energetic, great with kids, clean, intelligent, all the things a person might look for in a dog. Now, long before I had you, generations before in your terms, I had sole access to several public houses, 5 I think. These are big rambling buildings with between them probably acres of cellar space with concrete floors. Now just suppose at some point in the future somebody's renovating or demolishing one of those buildings and comes across something buried there, firearms, dead bodies, whatever it may be, stuff that really oughtn't to be there, and the finger of suspicion points at me and I'm taken in for questioning about some potential criminal activity that's taken place at some point. There are loads of pictures of you and I on various social media sites because we spend a lot of time together and I take a lot of pictures. That's the reality. Whenever anybody gets questioned over any criminal offence of any stature now, people go and rummage in their social media presence looking for just stuff of interest. Do you suppose for one moment that anybody anywhere in the world would come up with a photograph of you and I together and put forward as a serious proposition that people ought not to have cockapoos because there is in existence a photograph or photographs of a cockapoo in the company of a person who has been questioned on suspicion of having possibly been involved in some form of criminal activity at some point? Obviously, the answer to that is no. That would be way too preposterous a suggestion for anybody to even consider. Now then, yesterday, a photograph appeared in several places in the old media, newspapers and television, and was widely propagated across the social media, Twitter and Facebook and so forth. The photograph was of a young man who may find himself being questioned at some point on a vague suspicion that he may or may not have been involved in some kind of criminal activity surrounding the aftermath or prequel to a football match in Paris, and this incident that took place or didn't take place occurred, or in which he was involved, occurred on the Paris Underground, Le Metro. The implication, spoken and unspoken, of the appearance and propagation of this photograph was that people ought not to vote for the United Kingdom Independence Party because there is a photograph of Nigel Farage, the leader of that party, and this young man in existence. Now, this close to a general election, a pivotal general election for the future of the United Kingdom, I think desperation is probably the word that we ought to be considering to best describe the people and the motivations of the people who are putting that idea forward as a serious idea. Don't vote for the United Kingdom Independence Party because, look, here's a picture of Nigel Farage with a bloke who might not even be the bloke, but if he is, who might or might not have been involved in something that might or might not have been a criminal offence on the Paris Underground. Marley, you got to love these people, haven't you? Dear me. Anyway, vote UKIP. You know it's the way forward.